Now, I've got good news and bad news. And I know you guys do not want to hear the bad news because I only want to bring you good news, but we do have some bad news. And the bad news is that clutter is an ongoing thing. It's not like you're going to clear everything out and then never deal with it again. It's a new part of our lives. Okay. That's the bad news. The bad news is it's an ongoing thing. Stuff is going to come into our life and stuff needs to go out of our life. It's not healthy for stuff just to come into our life and then stay. It needs to eventually go. Okay. And I want us to think in terms of the big picture. The big picture is that stuff comes into our lives. We enjoy it for a time and then it goes. It's just like being born. You have a child comes into your life. You're like, yay, I had a baby. Yay. And there's lots of balloons and celebration. And then the kid grows up through their life and then they grow on and they become a parent of their own and they move away, right? It doesn't mean that we didn't have great time with them and enjoy them and they were a huge part of our lives and still are. It just means it was a natural progression of things. Now, the paralysis comes from way back when we are little kids, our parents say, go clean your room. We go, okay. We go in our room and we look around and we're like, wow, there's this big room with all these toys and stuff. And I love all this stuff. And I have no idea what it means to clean my room. No idea. And so we sit there and we, shuffle stuff around and we're like, okay, I think the room's clean. And we leave and our parents are like, oh, you didn't clean your room. Nobody ever showed us how to clean our room. Okay. One of the things that I deal with on a daily basis is I work with thousands of house cleaners that get in the business and they're like, don't tell anybody, but I don't really know how to clean. What am I doing? So we have in the cleaning business, we have a checklist. And this is a checklist that all of us professional house cleaners use. And if you want to download one, you can download one. And what it does as a professional house cleaner is it gives you a list of all the things that make the job complete. So you go to a customer's house and you say, while I'm here, I will do these things. What are the things? Well, in the dining room, we're going to do a general cleanup and we're going to put everything where it needs to go if there's a place for everything. We're going to wipe all of the appliances and the surfaces of the tables and the chairs. Then if there's furniture polish that needs to be added, we're going to add the furniture polish. And if there are baseboards or there are pictures or lampshades, we're going to dust those. And then if there's any garbage in that room, we're going to remove the garbage. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to sweep and mop the floors. Okay. So there's a little checklist that says, here's what we're going to do in this room. So when you go in the room, are we going to do all kinds of other things? No, we're just going to follow the checklist. That's what we did the job on. That's what we said we were going to do. This is pretty standard stuff in most people's dining rooms, except most people's dining rooms don't have a garbage can. So if there's no garbage can, you don't remove the garbage can. You just remove any of the garbage that's in the room, right? So if a kid were to have a checklist, then what they would do is they would know like, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do when I'm inside this room, right? We make it easy for them. But as we get old and we become adults, many of us don't know what that looks like as far as, cleaning the room. So it's okay if you're paralyzed. It's okay because maybe nobody ever showed you how to unparalyze yourself and how to get the help, right?